Alright, today we are at the Mary McLeod Bethune edifice in Lincoln Park in Washington, D.C. If you don't know who Mary McLeod Bethune is, then I need you to pause, close the screen, and Google her. Alright, then you come back to me. Alright, so here it is, born 1875, 1955. And of course, back then, these dates are approximates. They really don't know because they didn't have, So anyway, it was erected July 10th. So I feel like on July 10th, I might come out here. July 10th, 1974, by the National Council of Negro Women, Dorothy I. Height, President. All right, we're gonna go around. All right, so this is a quote by Mary McLeod Bethune. It says, "I leave you finally a responsibility to our young people." Okay? I leave you finally a responsibility to our young people. All right, there we go. Not making this up. I leave you also a desire to live harmoniously with your fellow man. Okay? We can break down fellow man. All right. Harmoniously. But you have to have a desire. You don't have to actually do it. You just have to have a desire to do it. See the word desire? I leave you also a desire. A desire. We'll break that down later. All right. All right. A respect for the use of power. A respect for the use of power. This speaks to teachers, man. Because these administrators who get power, you need to respect the use of power, okay? A respect for the use of power, okay? I leave you faith. I leave you faith. I leave you racial dignity. Oh man, we're gonna have to break that down. Racial dignity. That's gonna be a discussion, but let's talk about it. All right, now keep going around. All right, confidence. Confidence in one another. Whew, break that down, period. I leave you a thirst for education, a thirst for knowledge, a thirst. Then I leave you a respect for the use of power. Okay. I'm gonna come back and do this the right way, but that's how I started because people were taking pictures. All right. Whew. So the first thing, so you begin with the end in mind, okay? I'm gonna stop there. We begin with the end of mind. So we don't even know what the first thing she left us. So we're gonna backtrack a little bit. So we're at the Mary McLeod Bethune edifice here, statue, memorial, okay? I have a lot of stories, but we'll just continue with this for now. All right, she says, I leave you love. Oh my God. I leave you love. Come on now. I leave you hope. I leave you hope. All right. I leave you the challenge of developing confidence in one another. All right, this is making sense, but we read it backwards. Begin with the end in mind. I leave you the challenge. She said the challenge of developing. So she said we don't have it. I just watch a bunch of kids doing soccer. We don't have it. So she wants you to, the challenge of developing confidence in one another. In one another. Break that down. I leave you a thirst for education. We at home right now. I'm going to speak on this. I leave you with a thirst for education. And you gotta look at the word education. What does that mean? We ain't talking about school, the edifice, the building. We're talking about the opportunity. You got the whole world in your hand right now. You got YouTube that you can just go to and watch documentaries and learn and hear about great people doing great things. You don't got to read about it. You can listen to Malcolm X. You can listen to James Baldwin. You can look at Tupac live. You can listen to him in interviews. So we don't have to rely on anyone to teach us anymore. We can teach ourselves. You can make this a family moment. But you got to have a thirst as a family unit. All right, moving on. I leave you a respect for the use of power. All right. I leave you a respect for the use of power. So, are we saying, I'll leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone. I leave you faith. I leave you faith. So, she's leaving something for everybody. All right. This speaks to the blind who follows a religion made by man, but you got to have faith. So we have to define what is faith. What does it mean? That goes back to confidence, right? I leave you racial dignity. Come on, man. Racial dignity. What does that mean? Racial. This is like saying, I'm black and I'm proud. You can say I'm white and I'm proud. I'm Asian and I'm proud. I'm African and I'm proud. I'm Jamaican and I'm proud. But we're talking about a race, not a color. Racial dignity. We are humans. This is about the human race. I mean, I could break this down, but dignity. What is dignity? That's another word you gotta look up. I leave you also a desire to live harmoniously with your fellow man. All right. So I'm gonna go back to this again and say, I leave you also a desire to live harmoniously with your fellow man. Keywords: desire, harmoniously. Okay. Desire harmoniously with your fellow man. Okay. And then last, I leave you finally a responsibility to our young people in all of this. In all of this, we got to remember the young people that are sitting home. It is summer vacation right now. What are you doing with your children? What did you have planned? You waiting for the overseer, the colonizers, the master to give you an opportunity to teach your own kids? Come on now. You got white people out here teaching their kids about Black Lives Matter. What are you teaching your kids about Black Lives Matter? All right, so this is, again, the Mary McLeod Bethune, July 10th. I think I'm going to plan something for that day.